Hello and welcome to podcast number 2 of Mikey Mike. I'm joined today by my good friend Glenn.
Hello.
And with Glenn I have my other good friend and Glenn's roommate, Andy.
Hey.
How are you doing today, Andy?
I'm good, thanks. You alright?
Good, yeah, not bad actually.
Excellent.
Got my coffee.
Got my coffee.
Glenn's got his coffee and some shortbread that's gone out of date. How's that taste?
It's alright, a bit stale.
That's grim. I had one last night and I felt like death.
What?
It tastes gross.
Bad.
I'd rather just have a fresh one. Well, I say a fresh one.
I'd rather not have
Another
yours.
stale one you haven't eaten.
It's been in a sealed packet.
It doesn't matter. When did it go out of date?
I think it does matter. It makes a difference.
I still...
Went off in March.
I don't trust baked goods.
Apparently 36 past 6.
Ah. It's the number of the devil.
No, it's not.
Ah. So, Andy,
Yeah?
tell us a bit about yourself. What do you study at uni? Because you're in your third year.
Yeah, third year, music tech. It's alright.
That's pretty much music tech
Yeah.
right there. It's alright.
You ask anyone like what course they do, they'll be like, yeah, I do this. It's alright.
Yeah, as its peaks and troughs.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
like-
you.
Die.
I keep it cash.
For the banter.
So what modules have you taken, Andy? Eat your shortbread.
Fine.
Glenn, we'll move on to... You're eating shortbread as well! Ah,
One second.
Don't slam your hands on the table.
I know,
man.
I've just broke my own rule. I'm just
Right.
frustrated because you're all eating.
I do music and education, and possibly cinema for ears. I need to change my modules because apparently I can't do acoustics twice.
That was funny. I was so happy to have a third year friend in my lecture. I sat next to you and everything.
Third year friend.
Third year friend. It was going to be amazing. And then half the third years
Well, to
left
be
and went,
fair,
yeah, we can't
yeah.
do this. And you stayed though. You were adamant that you were going to stay.
I didn't know what they were talking about though.
Oh.
So I was like, they were probably saying, we can't stay. Sorry.
That was funny. We had the break and Andy went, yes, I'm going to go to the old surgery. Why are you going,
I
Andy?
never said the old surgery.
Did you not?
I just said the reception.
Oh,
What
you
do I call it?
Because it's called the old surgery.
Oh, right.
You just
Duh.
okay. So you went, I'm going to go to the reception. Why? I don't think I'm meant to be here.
Yeah, I'm probably not meant to be here.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
That was for psychoacoustics. I don't know
so
if we
you-
mentioned that.
You actually turned up to the first lecture.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was there.
Oh, right. I didn't
He
know
was
that.
there.
So I need to change it now.
By the
I don't know
way-
what to, because they're all art stuff.
Yeah. By the way, psychoacoustics for 2 hours. That is a lot to take in.
Yeah, it is.
It is like unholy amounts of information just thrown at you. You're like, oh, so that's that part of the ear, but I would move past that part of the ear. So I'll go
Yeah.
into this canal. So where's this canal lead? Oh, screw it, it's gone. There's a logarithm.
canal.
So what's this log? why are we timesing this by what? Why are them what? Maths?
Yeah.
Who teaches you for that?
Tommaso. It's good.
Yeah.
He's good. It's so much to take in.
To be fair, in our first year, we were taught pretty much the foundation of all of that
Oh right.
by Alistair.
Who's Alistair?
He's the lecturer that left before, well, got made redundant prior to.
Oh, okay.
He was an awesome guy.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Ah. He's alright.
Hmm.
It's a hard lecture. I enjoy it, it's really interesting.
Hmm.
But it's just, there's a lot to take in.
What sort of thing did you learn in that first one?
Literally that, parts of the ear and how it...
I'll be well good at that.
Yeah? One of your ears don't work. I don't think you'd be that great.
I told him last night about the machine.
Oh yes, let's talk about your mechanical ear.
Yeah, basically.
So let the people listening know that you are...
Hello, people.
Hello, world.
Yeah,
You are partially deaf.
that is right. Since birth. Basically, my eardrum is fine. The snail shell inside my ear is fine. It's the bits in between that.
Yeah, the
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then the bits in between aren't formed very well. So basically, kind of the sound does go in, but I can't hear it properly.
Right,
makes
it's
sense.
muffled.
Yeah, it's a bit like being underwater, like if you stuck
Oh
your ear.
god, I'd hate to be you. I hate that
Wow,
feeling.
thank you. I think we had this conversation during the first year when he was like, "Oh, my ear, like I just lost all my hearing for like a week." I was like,
Oh,
"A
that was in Cyprus.
Ah,
That was terrible because I was on.
That must have been bad for
I was
you.
on holiday with Kaylee, and we thought, let's go to a water. For those that don't know, Kaylee's my girlfriend, so just thought, I Oh, just thought I'd clarify before.
Friend.
Yes. so we went on holiday to Cyprus, and we went to a water park. Actually, that was a tragic day, because you know there's the thing at the water park where there's a little shallow pool and there's like the stepping stones, and you're meant to run across them by holding the net above you, and it's like a race. You know, you've got to step on the stones, they're floating on the water, and you can slip in and stuff like that.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
So Kaylee got overexcited, and we were racing, and she went straight ahead, and she just grazed her knee on the end and slipped in the pool. And I was like, I laughed, because I was like, that's pretty funny. When she got over, she went, I think I've cut my leg. I went, oh yeah? Pouring with blood. It was terrible. So a paramedic had to come and walk us over. By the way, Cyprus is a hot country, and when you don't have sandals and you're being walked away by the paramedic and you're walking on a hot concrete floor,
Yeah.
I was like, where are we going?
Sandy beaches.
It was horrible. It was horrible. But then she got that sorted and couldn't go in water for an hour. And then when we did go back in the water, I went partially deaf in both ears because the water just didn't come out. So the whole day she was talking to me, I was going, what? I can't hear you. I'm going to go down the slide. and then parts, like, it would partially come back at some point. It would just kind of go, and I'd be like, oh, I can hear you go, oh.
Yeah. Can hear going down the slide. Oh no, I'm in the water.
That lasted a good, actually about 5 days I couldn't hear.
5 days?
Until like I woke up one morning, I was like, oh, I feel really fun. Oh, the pillow's all wet. Why is it? My ear! Yes! It was a marvellous day.
It's been really hard 5 days for you though.
It was terrible. I think I could handle like an eternity.
Well, 20 and a half years.
20 and a half years.
Well, it's more than that now.
That's true actually. It's my birthday soon.
When is your birthday?
January the 13th.
Oh, okay. Is that a Friday?
It is.
It is?
This year? Oh wow.
Whoa.
I think so. I think we've been over this.
Only bad things can happen to you. You might get hit by a bus.
It's either that or December the 13th or Friday.
I've lasted this long without getting hit by a bus. I've had
a good life.
Yeah,
So far.
The fact I haven't been hit by a bus does sort of show that my life is brilliant.
Yeah.
My life is pure.
Pure. My life. You're just quoting.
No, I'm not.
I just realised.
No, I'm not.
I was about to sing it, and I realised you're already doing it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Anyway, the point of that conversation.
Yeah, so you're going to get an on-off switch in your ear.
Yeah, basically, it's called an in-ear hearing aid. When I get a little titanium rod that attaches to the back of my, like the bone in the back of my head, then on the surface of my skin will just be an on-off switch and a volume, and yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'm just going to use it for party tricks. So you know, I just sort of go. Basically, I've been hooked up to like machinery inside
The Matrix.
Yeah. You have sockets all over your back.
I just have a jack socket there, plug a guitar into myself.
And just open your mouth and you're an amp.
It could be the worst pickup line ever. You'd be like, so I hear you're looking for the one.
Oh my god, yes.
Because I'm in the Matrix.
That's amazing.
And I'll just I'll pay someone just to sit in my room with some headphones on, wearing like a scraggy old top, just on my computer with like green numbers going down on it. Just be like, this is my team.
This is Tank. Actually, no, Tank and Dozer are taken, so this is JCB.
Well, this is Alex. Alex Crawford.
Or you could say this, Alex. Shout out to Alex Crawford.
Alex!
He's been listen to me! He's been name dropped.
Yeah.
I said to you, you said you could use it as a party trick. I said the best thing to do is if someone's just chatting a load of shit, if he just goes, excuse me while I switch off my ear because I don't want to hear your bullshit. What's that? Sorry, I can't hear you. My ear's not on. That would be great.
Well, I'll just do that anyway.
I know you would.
What I should really do is like listen to people so they're on the left of me, and I'll be like, oh, I don't care about this, and then just turn around.
And ear off. It's like when Dr. Cox like breathes into the stethoscope for white noise. He's just smiling.
It's actually okay.
So our first week at uni has been done and dusted. We've got this far. Gotta say, easy week for me. I literally go in on Mondays and Thursdays. Granted, that's about 5 hours a day, but even then, that's not a lot of time.
It's alright.
Yeah, it's quite a nice timetable. So it's not bad. It's not. I can't complain.
You can't complain.
No.
I still haven't got all my timetable for it.
Have you really not?
Nope.
What's missing?
Music and education, and I suppose technically the most
Music
I have
education?
training.
So have you
Oh,
got?
yeah.
Alex has got it, so
Are all three of you doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. You can like go home and just do work, like coursework and stuff.
me and Andy also haven't been in the same classroom since year 6.
Year 6, so it's going to be pretty... It's going to be good.
It's going to get emotional.
Oh, it's going to be just us sitting next to each other.
Making stupid jokes.
The normal 1 seat apart, but other than that...
I'm assuming I'm going to get like Snapchats of you just in lectures doing weird faces. There was the best Snapchat of you. You were cooking, and Glenn sent it to me, and you just turned to the camera and looked really still, and you went, "Oh, you're filming."
Yeah, Glenn's got his thing with Snapchat. He just constantly is just like, "Hey, Andy," and I'm just like, and it's like, "No."
You just pulled a face, and then you stood there for a good 5 seconds before we went, "Oh, you're filming me."
Yeah,
that was quite funny. That was good.
I got a lot of texts after that because I sent it to like everyone basically.
Oh, right.
And everyone just went, "You're really weird."
I need to visit you actually at work.
Yes.
I do want to come down. I need to look at amps. So
just pretend that I don't know you and that you're just like, "Oh, I want to buy a valve amp. I've got £500 in my pocket."
I don't. I barely.
I know you don't.
it's like pretend.
There's no fun in that. I'll cry.
No, because my boss would be like,
I have £500.
my boss would be like,
Keep to the script, Mikey.
my boss would just be like, "Oh, he's probably going to buy an amp. Therefore,
Wine and dine.
We're gonna show him everything he can't own."
Yeah, I'll be like, "Don't worry, Bob, I got this." Probably, but he'll probably try and steal you away, which he always does.
Yeah, to be fair, Bob will just be pissed off with you at the end. He's just like, yeah, he's definitely going to buy an amp. He didn't buy an amp.
I'm just gonna come back in 5 seconds later going, "I didn't really have £500. I just bought a Subway and that broke me."
Like a guitar into a sandwich.
Oh, listen to those subs. Thank you, fans. So on the topic of the first week again, we finally got to see the Foundry. Really
Andy hasn't
nice.
seen
Have you not seen the
been in
Foundry
there.
yet?
No, I don't
That's
think
really-
my car's been activated for it. It probably
No, mine hasn't
Really
either.
nice.
No.
We haven't. We were waiting outside in the rain before Ambrose let us in.
The one day it rained heavily, we had to stand outside for a while.
Yeah, and I think 2 guys came up to us and went, "Why don't you just go in?" And went, "Believe us, if we could have gone in, we wouldn't be standing
That's
in
a
the
great
rain."
idea. We could probably go in now.
Why didn't we think about this? It's a really nice studio. Really,
Yeah, no, I've
really
seen
nice
pictures of it,
equipment.
and they've got inbuilt speakers.
Yeah, I was going to mention that because I already
5.1.
knew that they were built into the. Well, not built into the wall, are they? They're behind the.
In the walls.
Yeah, they're behind
sheet
the walls, and they've got sort of like a
foaming.
kind
Yeah.
of thing in front of it.
So you can't see
Lets
it.
sounds out, but doesn't let sounds in.
Yeah, so you can't really see. You can't see the speakers at all. I knew that, and I'm sure you knew that as well. So when we got in there, though, a couple of people didn't, and they went, "So where are the monitors? What is that?" And then Ambrose obviously said, "Oh, they're built in behind that," and their reactions were like, "Oh, what a miracle!" It's really nice looking though. It's, yeah, and the best bit is that it uses Pro Tools. I finally have
That's not the
somewhere
best
to
bit.
go.
They all use Pro Tools.
Well, everyone's been using Logic. Last year was all Logic
to use
based.
But all the studios use Pro Tools.
I know. It's amazing. Because
all-
everyone last
it's
year
alright.
was like, "Oh yeah, everyone's using Logic," and I got really upset because I didn't have it. And now this year it's like, "Oh yeah, we're using everything on Pro Tools." Suck it! I have Pro Tools!
Yeah, was massively big on Logic, wasn't he? To the point where he really didn't like people using Pro Tools.
Yeah, did I tell you what happened when I approached and said that I wanted to use... Don't worry, I'll bleep his name. When I said I wanted to use Pro Tools.
No.
For an assignment, we had to
Slapped
make
you in
a...
the face.
No, emotionally.
He emotionally slapped you in the face.
No, 'cause
Pro
remember we
Tools,
had to make
that's
a-
for dicks.
We had to make a TV theme. Do you remember? It had to be a minute-long TV theme. And I said, right, I don't have Logic. And everyone has Logic at home, so I think it's only fair I use my DAW.
Yeah.
And he said, "No, I want it all on Logic." I went, "Yeah, but I have Pro Tools, so when the studios are shut, weekends or evenings stuff, and everyone's working at home, I literally can't do anything."
Yeah.
And he was just like, "No." So eventually,
No.
after like 15 minutes of complaining, I bargained with him and went, "Right, fine. I'm going to do it on Pro Tools, but I'll take the MIDI files and put it into Logic after."
Yeah.
And he went, "Fine." I was like, "Why can't you just let me use Pro Tools? It's all WAV at the end of the day
You
anyway."
can, why? Oh yeah, but you send him the projects as well.
Yeah, you have to
can
have
just
the
save it
project
as
as well,
an
but
F
he
file.
does have Pro Tools on his Mac. So I was gutted about that. Because then when I put it onto Logic, I was like, now I've got to find all new MIDI sounds. And I got to emotionally attach the MIDI sounds I used in Pro Tools.
I hate using MIDI and Pro Tools so much.
MIDI and Pro
Love
Tools is a
Pro
pain.
Tools for like audio.
Audio and recording is great.
Yeah,
but
but
MIDI,
It's just
it's pretty bad.
so long-winded.
Luckily with this, I am recording on a Focusrite Scarlett, by the way. With this interface,
alright.
no, because with this interface, when you get it, you get a CD for Cubase LE.
Oh yeah, I got that.
So I'm
Mine.
literally going to use that now for just MIDI assignments.
No.
Yes.
Pro Tools still probably a lot better.
No! When I was in sixth form,
Sorry.
all we had was Cubase. We had one Mac with Logic, and we barely used it. So that's why when I came here, I was like, I'm such a Logic noob. And there was no Cubase either. I was like, I'm so fucked. But
I had the same thing. I had Cubase 5 at school.
yeah,
And then here, like...
there's no Cubase.
I even planned to buy a Cubase. Like, this is what I'm going to use. I think I told you. It was like...
Yeah. Don't
No.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
why even bother?
I was going to get Cubase, and everyone was like, believe me, you will not want Cubase.
No.
Which is true.
It's
You don't-
irrelevant to the course.
Yeah,
It's not
it really
as good
is.
in any way.
But you have
Well,
to give
it's
it
alright.
credit. MIDI.
I've never
Cubase-
really used it.
Oh, have you not? It's so easy. It's like
I
unbelievably
really like the way they
easy.
do the drums on that.
Yeah, you can do less like a.
Oh, I've
It's
used
got the
innuendo
snare toms,
drums,
and
yeah.
it's just placing them like that.
Oh, roughly.
Like a
It's
pattern.
pretty much.
yeah.
Well, it's the same people. It's all
Yeah.
Steinberg.
Steinberg,
Yeah.
yeah. It's for MIDI. I'm just going to use that. I know it's only the light version. It's just easy to program in, and then if need be, I can take the MIDI files and put it onto Pro Tools. That's probably my
Yeah.
best bet. So that is our course and equipment, which is quite cool. I like everything so far. It's pretty
Yeah.
nice. But yeah, I'm happy that it's Pro Tools based. That makes it so much easier for me, especially with like your first assignment can be just get to know Pro Tools. I was like, finished. It was pretty cool.
I definitely need to... I'd first get my hands on Pro Tools.
Well, I
and
said
actually
if you ever
learn
need to
it.
come round, you can come round here whenever you want and just have a go. I'll open you up an audio
Oh, yeah,
track
Pro
and
Tools,
stuff.
I mean.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you have 10.
Yeah, I need to upgrade to 11 though.
Yeah, is it free?
It is for students.
I'll have
Well,
to
if
do
you've
that.
bought the student,
I don't know if my
pack.
one's a student pack. I have to check.
I don't know. Did you have to register it with your student card?
I might have. I can't really remember. I'll double check. If I have, I could probably get Pro Tools 11. If
Fair
not,
enough.
If you didn't, you're a wally.
well, if not, I didn't know you could upgrade. And I doubt.
And you save about 150 quid.
Yeah,
which
but
a
is
bit
Pro
of a
Tools
bonus.
11 going to be that drastically different?
Might be. I don't know. I haven't downloaded
If it is that drastically different, I'm a twat. But
I'm a twat.
I just,
Oh, fuck.
I just spilled coffee all on the table.
Hey, no, I didn't.
Smart move.
Isn't that going to put...
So, I hear that you guys have been playing Ultimate Frisbee.
Well, not
Yeah.
playing Ultimate Frisbee. We've been playing Frisbee. I don't know how it differs.
I think
I don't know.
It's like a team sport.
Yeah.
How-
Playing it for fun. Yeah, no big.
How is it? What you literally just throwing frisbees at each other
Well, just one.
in the park?
Yeah.
One.
Yeah,
And you
in
literally
houses,
just
like,
throwing frisbee at each other.
Frisbee, yeah. Yeah, we're just, like, we've moved in front of, like, Medway Park.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty big, so we just chill in the park quite often.
It sounds nice. I'd actually want to join you.
You should.
I will. We're going to have a four-way of frisbee.
Oh,
A
Alex
four-way
doesn't.
of frisbee.
Alex doesn't Frisbee.
Oh.
He tries.
He just goes attacked by spiders and stuff.
Yeah.
Are there spiders? I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the
not
park.
purposely.
No.
I
He
mean,
just sat down, like, for a bit yesterday, and then when we got in, it was like, ow, don't freak out. But there's about 20 spiders on your head.
Why were there 20 spiders on his head?
He must have sat on, like, a nest or something.
yeah.
I don't ever want to go to Medway Park.
Well,
You get that anywhere.
I hate spiders.
There's probably a nest like under here.
Don't say
offense.
that. I
Don't
won't be
forget
able
about
to.
the false widow spider that's coming to Midway.
What?
Well, it's only in Dartford.
What is?
The false widow spider.
What's that?
Oh, it's a spider that came from somewhere. Can't remember where.
oh yeah.
What's
And,
wrong with it?
What's wrong with it?
Yeah, why?
Well,
Why is this?
It's apparently the most poisonous or venomous in England.
Well, nothing to do here. Excellent.
well, the Daily Mail kind of like very, tried to get in the shock factor as the Daily Mail do, and just went, oh,
Death spiders.
yeah. Right at the end, they went, well, no one's actually died from it.
Yeah.
Yet.
yeah, basically.
Oh yeah. They said the only people have only really been stung or
Bitten.
bitten and then
Stung.
sting you. Bitten by it if you like try and catch it. And then I was on, who was it, Nick Frost's Instagram the other day, and he was just like, just caught off Black Widow spider, false widow spider, and I was just like, nice one.
So, me and Glenn played Doom yesterday. We completely. Glenn's shaking his head in pain. We were meant to go out with friends, but we got caught up.
Poker. or Ring of Fire. It's like, oh yeah, we'll be there. Just give us like 20 minutes.
Let's just complete this level. 1.5 hours later. Should we go down? Nah, Doom.
It was really stuck with this level and the fire alarm went off.
Oh god.
No!
But we were powering through. Basically, I've bought the Doom 3 BFG edition for PS3. So it comes with Doom 1, Doom 2, and Doom 3, obviously. So I said to Glenn, how about we just play through Doom 1? He went, yeah, okay. Doom 1, by the way, is surprisingly short.
Yeah.
We finished it in an hour on split screen. But it was
45 minutes.
Or 45 minutes, we're pro. MLG. It was bloody fun, though.
MLG?
MLG?
What?
Major League Gamer.
Oh, right.
ML what?
ML who?
So we thought, let's do Doom 2. It can't be that much longer. We played that for a good hour and a half to 2 hours and didn't know how far we were. It was really fun until we bumped into what we dubbed as Big Daddy Satan.
Big ass Satan.
Which is like a big horned dude with a rocket launching arm.
Excellent.
And then like half an hour in, I was like, Glenn, we've been calling him the wrong name. Pretty sure that's Mecha Satan.
Mecha Satan.
So, and there was that one level for a good like 20 minutes. We were running in and trying to shoot him and kill him. You can't kill him.
What?
So we were just doing damage and he kept killing us. I was like, oh Glenn, I found the exit. At that point, controllers almost got broken.
Yeah, I was
Excellent.
freaking out.
It was pretty bad.
I love some of the names that we have for the enemies.
There's a pink fat creature that runs at you with like a big mouth. And Glenn was like, oh, look at that thing, it's disgusting. I just went, oh, it's your mum. so for the whole game, every time we come, we go, oh, Glenn, your mum.
And then there's invisible ones, be like, she's gone invisible.
Yeah, and then there was one that looked like this really grim, like, circular blob with a disgusting face. And Glenn went, oh, that's your mum. So it was, Glenn, your mum's here. And then Glenn would go, oh, Mikey, I found your mum. so there was Glenn's mum, my mum, and Mecha Satan.
That sounds
Doom, buy it
beautiful.
now.
And there was, what was it? Rocket Brain Spider-Man.
No, it was Rocket Skeleton.
Oh yeah.
Because I didn't know what it was. I ran into a room and there was a skeleton with rocket launchers on its shoulders.
Rocket Skeleton Man.
Yeah, and I didn't have a name for him. I went, oh my god, and Glenn voice and went, there's a rocket skeleton man. And he was like, what are you talking about? And then he saw it and went, oh, it is a rocket skeleton man.
excellent.
It was pretty, it was intense fun though. I had a great
It
amount
was
of fun
until
playing.
the end of Doom 2 where it was just like,
We
you're
sit-
having fun anymore.
I want to say, when we say the end, that's when we gave up. We didn't finish it. We just quit. I was playing Doom 3 after, and Glenn was like, oh, it looks like it's ripped off Dead Space. Glenn obviously didn't know that game would come out about 7 years before Dead Space.
Doom 3 that old?
Doom 3 was like a
the original
2001 or 2 PC game, and then re-released on Xbox in like 2004.
Mental.
And now they've re-released it again with HD graphics.
Alright, they keep doing that.
Yeah.
Is it Microsoft? It is, isn't it?
Microsoft?
Yeah.
What, the company that re-released
Yeah, or
it?
Bungie.
It's Bethesda.
Oh, right, never mind.
So the guys that did Elder Scrolls
Mental.
and id Software. I know too much about gaming. But I realised I miss games that looked like an actual game. Like, not great graphics. It's a bit like cartoony.
Not graphics.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
this
like
looks more like a
games,
game.
yeah,
This
swimming
looks
pools.
more like
Yeah.
fun.
Because
like-
like fun.
No, because like modern Call of
painstakingly
Duty,
long.
it's like, oh, it looks so realistic. It's so grey and it's cool, but it's so realistic. When you see that, it's like, oh, it's so colourful. It's so much more like a game.
To be fair, Glenn and I destroyed on Time Splitters 2.
Yeah, like Time Splitters 2.
That is just the ultimate arcade game ever.
When I first watched you guys playing it, I was like, there's a T-Rex shooting a monkey and a gingerbread man has a flamethrower.
Yeah.
This game seems pretty cool.
Oh, the characters were fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game. You guys prefer that to Future Perfect.
I think I prefer it to every game ever made.
Really?
Also, because Future Perfect is shit.
Yep.
Future Perfect isn't shit.
It's not shit, it's just not that good.
I thought everyone thought it was better than Time Splitters 2.
They'd be wrong.
Yeah,
Oh.
they were wrong. Really wrong.
Okay. Speaking of gaming, I've finally been able to play GTA Online.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I still need to get that game.
Like I said, in the free roaming mode, you're free to do whatever you want. There's like 16
Free
players.
to kill everyone.
Yeah, there's
you
like
ever
16
see.
players on the whole map.
Yeah.
Right? And I saw there's like the white dots are on the map where they are, and one of them was a red dot, and it turns out someone had placed a bounty on this guy's head, and no one was going for him. I was like, oh, I told you this story.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna go get him. So I drove all the way to the other end of the map. He's out in the desert by a clothes shop. And when you're shopping, you can't be killed. So I parked my car about 20 feet away from the door and hid behind it with a machine gun. He came out just casually, just bought some new clothes, and I gunned him the fuck down. It was like a hit. Like, he came out and I just popped up from behind the car and shot him, and then he placed a bounty on my head. And I was like, damn. 3 people in the space of 5 minutes tried to kill me. I'd got in a car and a guy was approaching me at high speeds and just shooting out his window. So I killed him. I got out of my car and shotgunned him. I was like, okay, I'm safe. Wait, who's that? There's another guy. Drive, Mikey, drive. I killed 3 of them before I got taken down.
It's alright. It's pretty good. Yeah, it seems a pretty cool
It's
concept.
a cool concept, that bit, because that's not even mission based. That's just someone wants you dead. I wanted man.
It's so badass.
It was so cool. So moving on to like TV and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned Breaking Bad last week. Once again, no spoilers. But I finally actually got someone on the podcast, Andy,
What's up?
who watches Breaking Bad.
Apparently it's the second best TV show ever made.
Really?
Apparently, that's what I can't remember what magazine, but someone dubbed it. As
What's
that.
the first?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Scrubs.
Literally watching.
Scrubs.
8
There's
out
no
of 10 cuts
comparison
last
to
night.
them.
Oh, there is
They're
a
completely different shows.
comparison. Yeah, Scrubs is better.
Well,
Oh, damn.
no.
I couldn't do this every week. I brought up Wilfred. I said Wilfred is better than Breaking
Wilfred
Bad.
is pretty. Damn
Wilfred
good.
isn't.
It's probably
funny.
the best
It is funny.
It's not.
comedy, easily.
No, you haven't watched Arrested Development.
Well, I've watched a bit of it.
Arrested Development is the best comedy. I've laughed so much at that.
Is there a dog in it? Or a man dressed as
Is
a dog
there a dog in it?
that smokes from a bomb?
Yeah.
No, there's not actually.
Well, Wilfred has that. You got everything.
There's a guy with a hook hand who always shouts, "I'm a monster."
Well, Wilfred kills people.
Does he?
Pelicans.
He kills. Well, I think throughout the series he's killed at least 4 people and a dog.
Yeah.
Okay. What a comedy.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
So, back to Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
What did you make of the finale?
I thought it was fair. There was no way they could keep everyone happy, but I don't know. They summed everything up pretty well.
Yeah, I can't. I feel satisfied. I think that was a reception from a lot of people.
Yeah.
Satisfied because there's been a lot of disappointing ending to shows lately. Not just Dexter,
Dexter.
apparently. Not. I haven't watched it, so not just
Yeah.
Dexter.
It wasn't. Well, it was kind of disappointing.
But yeah, without spoiling anything, he at the start of the series he sets out to do something
Yeah.
to get a certain amount of money,
Mm.
and at the end of the whole show, you realise he has done that
He's done that a few times over.
with casualties on the way and whatnot. But he's done it,
Mm.
so it was kind of like, well,
Or hasn't done it. Spoilers.
oh, maybe he didn't. Maybe he woke up and he was in Malcolm in the Middle and went, "Honey, I just had the weirdest dream."
Yeah. But Breaking Bad was good.
Breaking Bad was amazing.
If you haven't started watching it, start watching it.
Yeah. So I've been telling everyone that you should probably start watching it now before spoilers
And the
catch
first,
up.
the first season is it's a bit slow, and so is the second, and then it picks up.
That is
so
what I say
much.
to everyone.
Mm.
It's the first. For example, there's a episode in season. It might be the first half of season 5. It is the first. This isn't a spoiler, but the one with the train.
Oh yeah.
You know that
I
that
think that's-
sequence.
Is that the first half? I
And
thought that was the first. Oh, I thought it was the first episode in season 5.
It's not the first episode.
Oh, it's one of the first.
It's one of the first. But that, for example, that episode
Mm.
in an early season would have probably been a 2-parter.
Yeah, exactly.
Preparation and go.
Mm.
So in the earlier seasons, it's quite like it's
quite
a slower
slow.
build-up, but
Mm.
it's intense. It's good.
Yeah.
But if you can ride it out through the first season, if you enjoy the first season, you literally have nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, exactly.
If you think the first season was good, you're only going to be impressed with every season coming after that.
Yeah.
So moving on from TV and films and stuff like that, have you guys been listening to any new albums lately or any new songs?
No. If anything, I've been listening to old stuff a lot more.
Oh, really?
Glenn was talking about you've been listening to Good Charlotte loads.
Oh, really? You got
Yeah.
back into Good Charlotte?
Young and Hopeless album.
Oh.
Mm.
Great album.
I've been listening to AFI a lot lately.
Oh, good boy.
Yeah.
I should probably leave the room now.
Do you not like AFI?
I've never really got into them.
No, I was like that.
Glenn's so
'Cause
thoroughly into them.
I heard the big songs like Miss Murder,
Mm.
and I just didn't really vibe it.
No.
And now that I've heard their newer stuff and stuff that I didn't hear before, I was like, oh, you know what? They're alright. Like that new song at 17 Crimes.
I love 17 Crimes.
That's a really good, feel-good, pumped song.
Mm.
It's really, so happy.
Yeah.
It's really good. And Beautiful Thieves has got one of the coolest fucking guitar riffs. I really love that riff. Like, na 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 na.
Oh, that. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that song is that they started off with that riff and that was cool, and then I got that nice little bass line coming in, the doon and
Yeah.
doon and then it just went quite.
I don't know.
I was thinking like, surely it'd be much better to get some chords behind.
I know
that
it was.
first
I was
bit.
really hoping that bit would have been great because the bass is really aggressive and then it stops and it comes back once more in the song and that's it. It feels like a letdown, but
Massive anti-climax.
it is because that riff could. There is such a cool riff. It's such a nice
Big
riff.
chorus as well though.
Yeah, it's a good song. But Korn's new album released actually.
Oh yeah.
I can't even pronounce the title. The Paradigm Shift, or the Paradigm Shift.
Paradigm shift.
Is it Paradigm? Because it's
I don't know, that's what it sounds
Paradigm.
I don't know. I haven't seen.
It doesn't look like Parad. It might be Paradigm.
I don't know. I haven't.
I
Seen
don't know. I might have just made myself look like an idiot. But that's out, and the only song I've heard on that at the moment is their single "Never Never," which has had such mixed reception. What did you think of "Never Never"?
Never heard it.
Yeah, you did. You heard it at Henry's.
Yeah, that
We
was at
played
least like a week ago.
Oh, I haven't got that good memory. A lot of people think it's too poppy, and it is a bit of a 4-chord structure,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate because Korn
no, I
weren't
do
really.
remember that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
sonically it sounds so nice, and there's so much like cool little sounds in the background that come in like panning wise, and
Yeah.
if you have good quality
definitely.
speakers or headphones, you can really hear like how well it's put together.
So yeah, I can't comment on the production values because I think we just heard it off of.
You
his,
heard it just off a
laptop
Mac,
speakers.
yeah, just straight on Mac.
I remember not being too impressed with the chords.
No, it was a bit like, but it's a good song. I really like it, and it's
Like
the first.
Canon.
Huh?
A bit like Canon D major.
Oh, yeah, it was Korn's new song, just like Canon.
Like every other song ever.
Korn's new song, One Direction. I don't mean that. I really don't. I love Korn. Hate One Direction.
I'm sure they'll be listening intently.
No,
Yeah.
I love Korn.
What? Corn or One
So,
Direction?
but this is the first album since I think 2004.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't listened to them since 2004.
Yeah, this is their new album with the original guitarist Brian Head Welch. So he's back in the band after 10 years of doing his own projects and finding religion and all stuff like that. So it's cool to see him back. It's not quite the original lineup because David isn't there. Their old drummer, he's left. And
I thought he left.
He's
the guy who
the-
had
he-
the short blonde hair.
yeah, he has a restaurant. He owns a
It's a bit
restaurant.
of a change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got all his like Korn gold discs around the restaurant and stuff. It's pretty cool. I don't know if he still talks to them, but he has a restaurant now, and they're all. Do you know David Luzier? Oh, not David Luzier.
Not
Sorry,
personally.
Ray Luzier, the drummer.
Personally, no.
Yeah. Well, he's the new
Do you
drummer
know
for Korn.
Is he alright?
I've seen him live.
Nice guy.
Didn't speak to him actually.
You don't
Too
know?
busy whacking the metal bar and vibing it.
Fine.
Yeah, that was an amazing.
Vibing the metal bar.
That was amazing, that gig. That was when they did their Path of Totality tour, which I liked, that album, the dubstep elements.
Oh, the Skrillex one.
Yeah, the
I
Skrillex,
thought that was cool.
Noisier, Feed Me's on that as well.
Really?
Yeah, he does a song with them. I can't remember which one it is. But I really like that album.
The live video, the live DVD where Skrillex comes on.
Yeah,
for
when he's
one, two
playing
songs.
guitar.
I thought
Yeah.
that was really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I've got that. I don't know if I brought it with me. It might be at home, but I have the Live at the Hollywood Palladium DVD. It's really cool.
Really nice stage setup as well.
Yeah.
The light
it's
show.
really-
It's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, it's really cool. I saw, do you know the dubstep artist Downlink?
No.
Downlink?
Nope.
No. Well, he supported them because he did some songs on them. And it was like, I felt a bit sorry for him because obviously he's a heavy metal fans of this gig. And he was like, just keep an open mind. This is electronic music, but it's fucking heavy electronic music.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I'm kind of open to all that stuff because I like listening to electronic music. I don't know how others felt about it though. It was kind of, it's quite a contrast really. So, but it was only him and Korn. There weren't any other supporting acts that I can remember. Oh, there was the singer's own project called J Devil, which I don't really know if he's done anything with. He released like one song.
It's probably
It was
just for
quite.
fun.
It was good. Yeah, it is him doing his own like electronica dubstep thing. It's quite cool, but I don't know
Yeah.
if he actually did anything with it.
I quite like the low amount of support acts at live gigs.
Yeah.
Because I saw Funeral for a Friend the other day, but they had 3 support acts.
Oh really?
They're all
yeah, you
really
mentioned
good.
it.
They're all really good, apart from, I must say, Polar it was like metal, and then it was kind of like, build up, sub drop. In every song, I was like, whatever. But, no, Moose Blood, Narwhals, they're really cool.
Okay.
You'd be into them, I think.
Yeah. What are they like?
A bit like 4 Years Strong, but there's 3 of them, and they just complain about being miserable. A bit like Brand New if they were really happy.
That sounds like my type of music.
Of course, Funeral for a Friend, they were impeccable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them. I'm not a huge Funeral for a Friend fan, but I like
Nice,
them
yeah.
enough to want to see them.
Listen to a lot of their old stuff because they've started.
I know,
playing that a
I
lot
used
more.
to. I like. I've said my favourite song is Bend Your Arms Still Like Wings.
Oh, older than that. Literally, the first song they opened with, they just went, "This is the first song we ever wrote."
Oh, right.
And it was the tune. It was like, "Oh fuck."
That Bend Your Arms,
Yeah.
Bend Your Arms to Look Like. Am I saying that right?
Ben Johnson, that one.
Yeah. The outro to that. Yeah.
I ripped that off.
And
on
when
the
he's
song
going,
once.
what's he saying? He's like whispering something, and there's like two guitars on really nice clean channels, and there's just the guy on the like doing rim shots on the drums.
Oh, the really reverby screaming.
Yeah, the whole
That's the
outro
sunsets.
sequence is probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like that song made it for me just on that outro. I was like, I could listen to that outro on loop for 10 minutes
They
and be
didn't play that,
satisfied.
unfortunately. They played a lot of their album, but
That album's a good album.
Oh yeah, that's their only platinum album.
What's that album called? That's the one with the cover
Casually
where they're
Dressed
like,
and Deep in
yeah, they've got
Conversation.
like a bed sheet over two people's heads, haven't they?
Bedsheet.
It looks like a bed sheet. It looks like a bed sheet. What would you say it is?
It's just a mask.
It's not a mask though, because it's joined and they're like.
No, you're right. It is some sort of cloth. but
Yeah,
it's just-
maybe it's cloth.
It just sounds like, from what you've described, I've never seen it. It sounds like they're dressed as KKK. Like you've literally just said, just wearing massive bed sheets.
No, it's just
on their heads as
it's
well.
no, it's not hooded. It's just like I'll show you a picture.
Please do.
Yeah, that's a good album though. I like that.
Great album.
Them and I used to be into them and the Used.
Hmm.
The Used were really good, but everyone knows that. Everyone knows that one song by the Used.
What was that?
I'll be just fine, pretending I'm not. Everyone knows that. It's
Great
like, do you know
song.
the news? The Used? No, I don't. Play that song. Oh, I know the Used.
Yeah.
That's the reaction. That goes for pretty much every band.
There
Like,
you
do you
go.
know AFI? No. Hey, Miss Murder. Oh, I know AFI.
Yeah. Late AFI.
All right. Bloody prick.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
It's being a really elitist wanker.
Yeah. You really look up to Davey Havoc from AFI, don't you?
I love Davey Havrick.
Yeah. Is he one of your idols, would you say?
I would say he's one of my idols.
I was just gesturing to my little notepad here. I've covered idols.
Yeah, not that I dress quite like him or aim to look like him, but I have a bit of complex really because he's the most campus, straight Catholic man.
Is he Catholic?
Yeah, well, he went to a Catholic school.
Oh, right, yeah, of
And,
course.
we read that interview saying,
they
like-
thought he was satanic.
Yeah, your son's drawing pentagrams. I think he worships the devil.
He was like, no, I don't. I just really like the drawings.
Well, and I also like Macbeth shoes. And Davey Havrick
Yeah.
designed these Macbeth shoes, which kind of look like the Elliots, which I'm wearing right now.
Oh, yeah?
Like
Oh.
that. So, well, I'll show you just.
No, it's okay.
Kind of looks like this, but not as scraggy or holy. And basically, they've got.
Just to quickly interrupt, if you want to see pictures of Macbeth, go on the website. That's not an endorsement. I'm really not getting paid to endorse him, but I probably won't put a picture up. So
On this,
look up Macbeth's.
on this Macbeth logo, they've got Zoo Boutique, which is his clothing range.
Has he got? Okay.
Yeah, called Zoo Boutique.
You just said.
These are really cool. They're like silvery, but then all around here.
Glenn, I'm probably going to cut this because
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You're
Look
saying-
look at this, people.
Yeah, you're right. Fine.
Sorry.
We'll be back after these sponsors.
Moving back to idols. Do you have any idols, Andy?
I don't know. I've been pretty big on Cobus Pontiers. YouTube drummer, just does loads of covers.
Okay.
Insane drummer. Like just watching him is immense. But he hasn't really been doing that much recently because he started this side project thing that isn't. It's alright.
Okay.
But yeah.
I wouldn't say I have many idols. I know that a handful of guitarists that I like worship. Probably the
I think that's an idol.
okay. Probably the biggest one is Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit.
Oh, of course.
He's such a good guitar. People give Limp Bizkit. I said last week. I made it clear that I don't just listen to Korn and Limp Bizkit, and all I've
He
spoken
listens to
about
Linkin Park as well.
and Linkin Park. I'll get onto other bands
And old
next
Slipknot.
week.
Yeah.
I don't listen to Slipknot.
It's just because they're new metal.
Nu
it was
metal.
a joke.
I'm into new metal. So, did you ever listen to Black Light Burns, his side project? Did I show you?
Was that the jokey one?
No, that's Big Dumb Face.
Oh, of course. No,
That's
it is
a weird-
true. Black Light Burns.
Big Dumb Face is a really interesting side project he did in like 2001, and it's like just a weird compilation of like country songs but jokey and like heavy death metal, but it's almost a parody with like vocals that have been what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
It's like the voice of God. They've made it really deep. They've just altered it.
Down tuned.
I guess they've downtuned it, yeah. But it's ridiculous, and there's just a bit of... There's a song called Mighty Penis Laser.
Excellent.
Yeah. And he goes, there's like really high vocals going, it's the Mighty Penis Laser.
That sounds terrible.
It's not... To be honest, it's nicely put together musically, but it's just a ridiculous concept.
Oh, right.
It literally wasn't for anything like big. He just had a laugh.
Oh, right.
There's like a 10-second section at the end of one song of him running around his house with his mates smashing shit up.
That reminds me of Brie Seed, is it?
Brie Seed. Basically made up
Genius.
of Proceed and a little bit of Don Broco.
Okay.
And they just make metal songs and take the piss out of it
Yeah.
brilliantly.
Okay.
Like, it is...
Like if you were
It
in a
is
metal band,
ridiculous.
you'd be really proud of it, and then they just go too far with the vocals.
Yeah.
In a good way.
And it's
good
just
way.
generic metal band, just like...
It's fantastic.
I can't get into metal like that anymore. I find that metal's
Oh,
No,
I
I
don't
saw
can
enjoy
it.
it.
get like
past
quite
it.
a boring
Yeah.
genre. It's cool at first, but then you realise a lot of them
Oh
do
no, there's
sound the
all,
same.
it's when they have anthemic tunes, it's like you can properly listen to them over and over again.
Are you
and it's
talking about songs like Waking the Demon, Bullet for My Valentine?
kind
No, not really.
Do you know like that song? Waking the
Don't
Demon.
like that band.
Do you not? I used to really...
Come on, their new
get into
album was friggin' terrible.
that was meant to be like one of the worst mastered albums ever.
them. Mastered?
Yeah, well, it was just compressed to hell.
Was it? I
Like-
haven't listened to it properly.
I think it was Bullet for My Valentine.
Tempo.
It might be something like that, and it was just.
Like, blood.
Was
and
that the one
hairs.
that was? There was one that was re-released on Guitar Hero, that was uncompressed, and that's sort of like now the original version. Then you can have the album version, which is
Overcompressed.
it just sounds like noise, really.
Really?
It's. I think it has sort of like a. I can't remember what dB it is, but it has a dB sort of like -2.
Jesus.
No,
Right.
-4, something like that. And
Bloody hell.
most songs are sort of like -14,
Yeah.
something like that.
Christ.
But DBFS, I think it is.
Is that it?
So it's sort of like the average DV,
Right.
roughly.
That album though
Think.
was... Is that what's called Temper Temper? That was pretty poor.
Yeah.
They had... Do you know their song Tears Don't Fall?
Yes.
Yeah, part 2.
Right, yeah, I was just
That
going to
was
get on.
pretty big.
Tears Don't Fall is a great song. Like Bullet or Not, that is a great song. It's
That's a
really...
good album. I like that.
Yeah, the Poison.
Yeah.
It's probably their best album. It's my favourite. And Tears Don't Fall is an awesome, awesome tune. That was released however many years ago. Like, over 10?
Mm.
Or 10 years ago, maybe? It's old.
Well, to be fair, new music isn't that good.
No, my point is, when on their latest album they do a Tears Don't Fall Part 2.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like the time's passed. Like it's too long since
That's
there. You're
like,
not going to recapture it.
what's it called?
You've set in stone what Tears Don't Fall is. You're not going to be able to top it.
It's like when Escape the Fate did it.
Did they do something
They
like
did
that?
Guillotine.
Guillotine part 2.
Yeah, and it just... Everyone was like, oh, it's going to be another... Oh, no, it's completely different.
Well, it had a similar riff. Tears Don't Fall Part 2. It was. I think it was like
It's
the
just rewritten.
same notes and chords, just different picking style, and the
Oh,
notes were in
right.
different sequences. In some
That's really
sections, I
lazy.
preferred it. I was like,
Mm.
oh, that actually. Some sections sound better, but you are right. It's like, well, it's not new.
Yeah, it's sort of what they should do as a bonus track as opposed to...
Yes, it should have been. Like not even part of the album. It's like, oh, by the way, we're just throwing out a Tears Don't Fall
Yeah,
Part
exactly.
2. Download for free,
Mm.
or like 50p or something. On that note,
We should probably wrap
we
this
should
up.
probably
Yeah.
wrap up. Yeah, just want to add a note that I'm probably going to be making a Facebook page. And seeing as it's October, I wanted to bring this up. In a couple of weeks, we'll be around Halloween time. And me and Glenn were talking last night of a potential Halloween special we want to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like this special will be quite funny. We were really I was getting excited about it. And it seemed like a good idea.
No spoilers.
No spoiler. I don't want to say anything because in case we can't do it. But if we do this, please...
Do.
If we do this... please tune in for that because I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. I think you'll laugh your head off. And that's a goodbye from all of us. So, goodbye from Andy.
See you.
And a, and a goodbye from Glenn.
Goodbye.
And a goodbye from me. Bye. End. That's fine.
What a diabolical outro.